guys, it's Hillary, and this is this week's homework. Okay, so we have a focus today on our homework, and that is our C curve, our even rounding of our spine. And it's really important when we go into flexion to not just collapse and compress everything. So in Pilates, we're really working on creating length as we go, and then creating length as we come back. So you're flexing and extending that spine all together. So if you think about an even spine bend, we want it from the top to the bottom, and we want it nice and even. And that's really challenging for our neck and our lumbar, because naturally they don't have, they kind of go in the opposite direction. Where our thoracic, our upper back, it's easier to really round up in there. So sometimes it's taking that round down a little to bring the other up. So let's just work on it. We have some exercises. I made little cheat sheet for you guys, and if you want it, just text me or send me a message. But we're gonna start with a little half roll down here. So the hands are behind you, knees about, maybe your thighs, wherever it's comfortable. You're not death gripping, you're just there. And you're gonna grow really tall and just feel like you're lifting up. Kind of pull into your legs to lift yourself up but not forward. And then from there, I want you to just think from the top to the bottom. You're just gonna kind of start rounding. And you're just gonna keep rounding down, but continuing to kind of give a little pull there. And you're just gonna go back to where, you feel like your feet stay heavy, they don't kick up. Maybe your arms are straight or straightish. And kind of relax the shoulders a bit so you're not death gripping. And then you're just gonna bring yourself back up, growing tall again. So we'll do that again. So you're just gonna exhale, rounding down. So maybe your waist, your pelvis is on the mat, and then all the way back up. Good, and let's do that again. Rounding down, all where you can. Good, and you're holding, but maybe feel like you could hold yourself here if I asked you to. And then rounding back up and really lengthening and growing tall. Let's do that again. Rounding down, and you're just looking at the wall, kind of those paintbrush eyes for those that we've covered it from Kathy Grant. If not, let me know. Rounding down, and you're just going down that wall, and maybe you could hold yourself here, see how it feels, and then all the way back up. Good, and now let's take it into a full roll down. So you're gonna place your feet, if you have a strap, great. If not, don't worry about it. I'll be like you and maybe not use it. So go all the way down on your back. So think about what you just did. Only now your arms are reaching behind you, lengthening. Arms are gonna come up, and we'll just do our roll up, thinking again of, as best you can, an even curl, and looking towards your knees, reaching your arms, reaching your legs, looking down as you roll, and just kind of find a pace that works for you. And really think first the neck curls, then your shoulders, then your ribs, your hips are going back towards that back wall and rounding down. And just kind of let your shoulders be. Don't grip, don't force them down. Just let them go. Let them move with you. Breathing through. Remember those feet being heavy when your knees were bent. Think about that here. And just kind of see how things feel as you round. And let's do 2 more here. Rounding through, keep reaching those legs. And just see what feels nice. But remember, here's our length, right? And then we're gonna find that even as best as we can. Because remember, the lumbar is gonna be more challenging, and all the way down. Good. And now we're gonna go into our rolling back or finding our ball. So however you want to get into it is fine. If you want to transition, just roll up, pull your knees in, find your ball. So from here, you should be okay on your mat. Pull in as much as you can. And again, think when we had our hands behind our knees and we created length, right? So we're not kind of sinking into our ball. We're still thinking up and over. So we're really rounding. And then from there, see where you can go. Bringing it back up. And trying to stay as tight in the ball as you can today. And each day is different. Looking inside your ball as best you can. Breathe. Good. And just do 2 more if you can. Just going where you can go. I have something that just is really pushing into me today. Good. And then go ahead, bring your feet down, and let's do another little stretch here. Good. So, what I wanted to talk a little bit before we go into the next, which is spine stretch, saw, and teaser, is that whole feeling here that we had, we're continuing even in that ball, right? So instead of thinking, here's my ball and I'm sinking into it, think about that length, right? And then think about rounding into that length. So you're not kind of sinking back, almost feel like you're bringing your chest toward your knees toward your chest. So you're creating that space. So anyway, that's something to think of the next time you do your ball. So we're gonna go into our spine stretch here. Hands on your mat. You're gonna grow tall, right back to where we just were 2 seconds ago. So think about growing tall. And now what I want you to feel is, again, the curl from the top to the bottom as you push that floor away, and then just go to where you feel the most even round that you can get, which means it's not this way, because then we're collapsing into it. It's up, and then continuing to think, pushing into that floor, so you're going up, 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 up as you still round into it, and then back up. And each time maybe going a little deeper into the round, which doesn't mean I'm going more forward, it means I'm going more back. My arms and legs are reaching forward, but my whole back is rounding. And then all the way back up. So good. And then again, reaching the arms, reaching the legs. So for those, there's your open leg rocker, your teaser, which we're gonna do, and then back up. Now let's just do one more here. Exhaling and inhaling. Nice. So keep your legs where they are, and we're gonna go into saw. So we're gonna add the spine stretch with some rotation here. So now can we find that even round as we're rotated? So arms are out nice and long, and just take your arms and just gently pull them back a little bit. You'll feel your upper back really engage. And you're just gonna twist where you can. So that's where I can twist. And then I take this arm and reach forward, this arm and reach back. But again, I'm thinking of this as I stay rotated. And then I come back and lengthen tall. And then we'll twist to the other side. Ooh, a little further on this side. And same thing, even curl at both ends as I reach forward and back. And then up. So do you see the connection? The spine stretch. But now we just added a little rotation. Wasn't Joseph Pilates a genius? And then back up. So as you can see, the C curve is everywhere in our work. And then back up. Nice, keep reaching those arms. I know they get tired. Keep reaching those legs. And again, forward and forward. And back up tall. And we'll do one more so we're nice and even. And then back up. Good. So if you think about saw, and a lot of times people just want to reach. It's not a hamstring stretch. Again, we're trying to get this nice curve, right? So as you twist, if I do this, that's not an even round throughout the back. So just kind of, again, thinking of that length as we reach up and over. So now we're gonna go into our teaser. So again, with the teaser, we wanna find that even reach and curl of our spine. So we're gonna roll down. And just do what you can do here, reaching your arms. Remember, your teaser is your teaser. You're gonna curl up like your roll up, and now we're gonna lengthen those legs and we're gonna reach them away. And think, my arms and legs are reaching this way, but again, I'm trying to create that nice curl of our spine. And then again, curling up, reaching, lengthening those legs away, finding that nice, lovely round, especially in the lumbars where we're really having to work it. And then we'll do one more for today. Reaching, oh, so good. And then all the way back down. Let's try one last roll up. Rolling up and reach. Nice. That's your homework for today. So just think about it, especially in your daily life, as you're sitting and bending to get something. Don't think of kind of collapsing. Think about coming up, even reach, keeping ourselves safe.